Hey everyone, how's it going? I got my Sketchbox in the mail for November, my premium Sketchbox, and I'm really excited because it's a gouache box. I mostly had been using like student grade gouache because I've been spending the past few months getting acclimated to the medium. Um, this comes with an Graham Artist Gouache that's burnt umber, and then also the Shinhan Professional Designer Gouache. In that first one was cobalt green pale, and then permanent yellow, carmine, the red, and Prussian blue. There it is. And the signature brush, it's a bright size 4, and they, of course, include a sticker, and the Stillman and Berm Premium Cold Pressed Mixed Media Paper. So I'm really happy with this particular box. I love gouache. Like I was saying, I've mostly been using a student gouache. As I was getting familiar over the past few months, I do have a few tubes of professional gouache that I've messed with a little bit. These are the first I've completed whole paintings in just the professional gouache. Now, I used only the colors that came in the box in addition to a black and a white. This one, less. I used almost no black and white in this one. It's just the tubes, other than like I think maybe a little highlight in the eye. And I did 2 paintings. This is the first one. I just kind of want to demonstrate for people how many different colors, how much range you get from just a few tubes. I know from talking to my husband that unless you've been studying art for a good chunk of your life or for any chunk of your life, color theory and the way you mix colors to make other colors is not common knowledge for most people. So I did this first painting because I really loved that pale green. I just thought it was really gorgeous. And I did the second one kind of using opposite colors to what I used in the first, again, just to show the range that you can get with just a few colors. I leaned a little heavier on the black in this box than I had originally, or the black, my personal black gouache, just because that's how it happened when I finished it at the end. But the actual figure herself is all just the gouache paints that came in the actual sketch box itself, other than the background and the black around her eyes, and then you'll see highlights later. But yeah, I just wanted to show the range. I wanted to show how like versatile just a few important colors are. And I would like to stress that I always find the sketch boxes, the reason why I buy them, they don't send them to me, I buy them myself, just clarifying. The reason why I always like getting sketch boxes or subscription art boxes, specifically this one because I think the quality is really good of the supplies that I receive, is I think it's a good deal. So I think that you tend to get more than what you pay for whenever you get some of these art subscription boxes. Make sure you pick the right one. This one is good. I recommend Sketchbox. It's been my favorite. I've tried 2 or 3 different kinds. But specifically like with this designer gouache, usually I'll mix a couple of my more expensive designer gouaches and I'll use them in conjunction with like my cheaper gouache set because I paint so often and I go through so much paint. I know it's stupid, but I have this kind of mentality where I'm like, oh, I don't want to waste it. It's silly. I shouldn't do that, but I do. I'm trying to transition to where I'm doing sketches or practice paintings with the student grade and then like planning out paintings with the more professional, more expensive gouache paints. But yeah, I was thrilled with how these gouache paints went on. I think the paper was really lovely. It did buckle a little, but I used way more water than I think some people do with gouache. I used it a little bit watercolory in some places. So, but overall the paper was really nice and the paint was gorgeous. And I think this is my favorite box ever. It's my favorite box ever. Anyways, I hope you like my video. If you like, please like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe. And I hope to see you here next time. Bye, guys.